Safe to say it has been an incredibly difficult couple of years for so many people. We were all affected in unforeseen ways during the outbreak of the pandemic, so how are multicultural communities set to see greater inclusion and support into 2022? Well, Ticket Talk starts right now. Hello and welcome back to Ticket Talks. Together with Polaron Language Services, we are looking to use language to connect communities. And whilst Polaron is the sponsor of today's program, all of the views and opinions in the following segment are of course our own. I would also like to acknowledge that this segment is being held on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people, and I pay my respects to elders both past, present and future. And as always, I am joined by Director of Polaron Language Services, Eva Hussein, in studio. Welcome back, good to see you.
Hello, Mike.
Now, what's been happening at Polaron this week? You always bring me something interesting and new. What did you want to talk about today?
Today we're going to be talking about celebrating our relationship. So Polaron and Tika, because it's been nearly a year and it's been such a fantastic collaboration, Mike. So I wanted to thank you and the team for week after week after week hosting us and our wonderful guests and being so professional and so amazing. I think it's elevated our marketing, it's helped us craft our message, and it's helped us invite people that matter and have something to say. But I'm going to hijack the show, Mike.
By all means. I did not know this was happening.
So, you know the cactus that we featured a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
I looked everywhere,
And
but I did not find it. Instead, we got your man bag.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
All right, wear it with pride.
It matches my...
It matches your everything.
Eva, thank you so much. And it's so kind of you to say, because I feel like we've grown in the same way. And having you guys a part of our Ticker family has been incredible. And for me personally, it's been great to have Ticker Talks as a show where I've learnt so much. I really have, and it's been incredible. So thank you for that. That's so kind.
Most welcome.
And I did not know that was coming, so that's really, I love that.
There's more.
There's more. All right, maybe we should move on to miscommunication of the week. These are always very interesting to see. You always bring me something that you've seen out in the wild where maybe someone's got it wrong because they didn't double check or they didn't get the right translation. They didn't do their due diligence.
Yeah, so this is actually miscarriage of justice, Mike. You know how we nominated you for an award?
Oh.
We didn't get it.
Oh.
So instead,
Oh.
we got you a special Christmas pin.
This,
Wear it with pride.
this is the best show ever. All the gifts. There we go.
There you go.
Can you see that up on the camera there? I love that.
But we're going to keep nominating you because I think the show does a lot of amazing things in educating people, communicating messages that people aren't necessarily talking about. So thank you. Yes, that looks good.
There we
Amazing.
go.
Yeah,
There
excellent,
we go.
excellent.
No, thank you. That's
You're
so
welcome.
kind.
Matches your hand.
All right, but let's touch on what you might have seen out there, the miscommunication side of things.
Right. You would think that big companies understand the importance of translation, but in the UK, and you can see it on your screen, we've come across a terrible miscommunication. So this is a coach station, a really big one in the centre of London. And you can see the word outlined there in red is supposed to mean departures. However, they've copied it either from Google Translate or some airport because it means departures as in flying, planes departing.
There's two different words.
Right.
For departing on the ground.
On the ground and flying out. This means flying out and it's for a bus station.
And that could be very confusing if you're looking to catch a plane or catch a bus, depending on which surface you're travelling in.
Right. Unless they've invented flying buses, which I don't think they have.
Not yet, but they're well on the way. When describing 2021, many people use words like challenging or overwhelming, but throughout the pandemic, I think it's safe to say that we've all discovered our resilience and community spirit. We've spoken to many amazing people here on Ticket Talks this year, and today we're looking back at the past year, as well as what the future holds for multicultural Australians well into 2022. It's my pleasure to bring in our guests for today, starting with Angelo Cerasiotis, a project manager at Polaron Language Services, who recently graduated from the University of Melbourne with a Master's in Marketing. We also have Vivienne Nguyen, AM, the Chairperson for the Victorian Multicultural Commission, and since arriving in Melbourne from Vietnam in 1980 without speaking English at all, she's gone on to become one of Victoria's most respected ambassadors for social cohesion. Welcome to you both, all of you.
Thank you. How are you?
Good. Vivienne, I'm going to start with you. How was 2021 for multicultural communities? It was definitely something interesting we covered here at Ticket Talks. There were so many different stories to tell.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having me. For me, 2021 includes a number of items, a number of themes, a number of issues and challenges. But if because you've asked me just to pick one, I'm going to call it collaboration. For me, 2021 has been very much about collaboration with the communities to heed the official advice, to follow the advice, and to take action to support themselves, their family, and their community. And you would have seen that on massive display in the northern suburbs in September this year, when there were conversations, there were media articles about the community's vaccine hesitancy, but that wasn't the case. It was because the information wasn't getting to us in ways that we would normally understand and absorb, and the availability of the vaccine wasn't there. When both of these were, and that was largely to the credit of a lot of the community leaders and organizations working in collaboration with the local government, the state government, the Department of Health, the local health networks, and the like. And Zoom, there it was. You saw that with the massive increase in the northern suburbs, and particularly the city of Hume. And I'm very proud to say I grew up in Broadmeadows, and I call Broadmeadows home. I am a very proud, I'm not sure whether it's proper in this setting or not, but a very proud Broadie chick. So for me, in 2021 is about that collaboration. And for me, internally collaborating with the government departments and agencies to make sure the voice of the community, their issues and challenges were heard. That's the first thing. And then what the next steps would be in terms of the actions and the solutions. So for me, collaboration was the theme for 2021.
All right, Angelo, I'll go to you now. And you recently graduated, congratulations.
Thank you.
And then you've completed an internship with Polaron Language Services. Yep. Tell us a bit about your interest in multicultural communities and working with people who, maybe need a voice heard or have translations done for them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very enthusiastic about multicultural communications. I think it's very important, especially in a place like Australia where we've got so many diverse communities, different languages. My grandparents, they were from Greece, so they came here by boat, of course.
Beautiful.
And they don't really speak English, and it would have been great if they had services such as Polaron Language Services that they could utilize and get translation of material, interpreters, just to ease the experience all the better. But yeah, I think it's very important, especially as we grow as a society, to just not be inclusive as much. No, of course, be inclusive.
Yeah.
But as well as just grow with them and understand their needs, their culture, their ideologies, and just every matter.
Yeah,
that's what's important.
And watching the pandemic sort of highlight a lot of that. We've talked about it on the show before, about the things that need to be said and how valuable these services are as well. What's been the most rewarding thing about the internships, you reckon, so far?
Oh, honestly, networking. Eva's taught me a lot. Honestly, she loves networking, and I think I'd love to take that trait from her.
Let's bring Vivienne back in briefly. And Vivienne, what are the Victorian Multicultural Commission's plans for next year? Will you guys be bringing back the famous Diversity Week after these 2 years we've seen?
How long have we got?
Go for it.
We are definitely bringing back the Cultural Diversity Week and its program of work. We did do that last year, but it was online, and we didn't get the level of vibe, if you like, that we had when we have these sorts of events in person. So Cultural Diversity Week 2022 is indeed back, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone. The theme will be connecting through culture, and there will be a series of activities that will be running through from January all the way through to December 2022. How's that for Cultural Diversity Week? But we want to focus 2022 a lot more on education and awareness starting at school. So the activities will be focusing a lot more on engaging schools, whether they be government, independent or language schools, to really be involved in how we connect through our culture and how we share that. The gala dinner on the 19th of March will proceed, all things considered, of course, and of course in a COVID-safe manner. The film festival will be happening will be launched in March and will run through all the way through August. The photography competition will also be happening 2022 as well, and the Victorian Multicultural Honour Roll will also be all kickstarting in March and will run all the way through to the end of 2022.
Fantastic.
There'll be plenty for you to take part, participate, enjoy, and be part of it.
It's
Thank
incredible to think it sounds like it's a full timetable, photography, film, the whole lot. Gala dinner sounds interesting. I could get around that. But it's not about me. Vivienne, thank you so
You can
much
make
for
it about
joining us.
you, no doubt.
No. I get to go ticker talks. That's enough. But Vivienne, is there anything else you wanted to tell our audience today before we let you go?
I wanted to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you for participating and collaborating and heeding the official advice to get us to where we are today, being able to get back to some level of normality, connecting with people in real life. I also want to thank Polaron for giving me the opportunity and supporting the work of the Victorian Multicultural Commission, and for that, all of the multicultural communities. I learned also that there is 38% of the Victorian population who come from a country that does not speak English, or in a country other than an English-speaking country. So there's 38% of us folks. That is a lot of us. We have a lot to share, a lot to learn, and a lot to collaborate from each other. And that is what makes Victoria rich, vibrant, and extremely cohesive. And thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for your support in 2021. And certainly we look forward, Eva and the team, to seeing more of you in 22. How's that for a concluding remark?
I love that, Vivienne. Thank you so much for your time. All right, Eva,
Thank
over
you.
to you. Over to you. And can you summarise a little bit about what we talked about today? It's I can't believe we're in December already, and the year's kind of rounding up. But
we are, but I'm excited. So I think everyone's running out of energy a little bit as we're nearing the end of the year. But today I feel re-energized and really excited. I think working with young people is amazing, and hearing from someone like Vivienne, who has so much experience and she's given so much to the Victorian community, is a real privilege. And also working with you has been amazing, and the entire team. So for those of you that are watching, there's like dozens of people behind the scenes that make this happen, including the entire team at Polaron and the Ticker Talks. And we're looking forward to 2022. Thank you.
no, thank you. It's very exciting. And as always, Angelo, thank you as well.
Thank you for having me.
But what I was going to say is, as always, thank you to all of you guys out there for making this show what it is and how good it is. So, yeah, of course. And of course, if you have any questions about how to reach your multicultural audiences, please get in touch with the team at Polaron. Contact details are on the screen. I'm Mike Loder. Thanks again for the year that was, and I'll see you again soon. Be well.